when the central banks buy government debt, and perhaps other debt too, it is effectively disappeared. It vanishes. It never does anything. So there's not exactly.
Well, maybe this is a good thing. Disappearing.
Well, a lot of people think it is a good thing, but you know, it can't be a good thing. You can't.
But just because it's dishonest somehow.
Just because it's dishonest and impossible. Yeah, you can't really create wealth that way, but you can try.
If you ruled the world, maybe you should, how would you sort out the global financial situation?
Well, I mean, if it were possible to sort it out, it would be very simple to sort out. You would let it sort itself out by letting markets function, really. Markets are perfectly capable of, and by the way, only markets are capable of determining a good asset from a bad asset, a good credit from a bad credit. Only markets can do that, and that's why we have markets. They never know, but they always discover what things are worth. We call it price discovery. What's something worth? It's worth whatever you can get in a market situation. And right now we have markets all over the world, you know, which are all distorted by these crazy things that the central banks are doing, lending money at zero. There's no market in the world that can survive.
So basically you'd abolish the central banks? I'd
abolish the central banks, and I'd abolish their currency too. The paper currencies, all that stuff.
Okay, no more central banks.
No more currency.
No more currencies. Yeah. We're back to a gold standard here, or are we going to use shells?
Well, people would figure it out themselves. Like Bitcoin, I think, is a perfectly acceptable kind of money. So is gold, and so could be anything be. But that would be for the free market to decide. It wouldn't be up to me to decide what people should use as a medium of exchange.
Well, you're not going to be very good at being in charge of the world if you won't make rules.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, though. There's a lot of thinking been done on this subject, and some of it by me. And the more that you are in charge of the world, the less well the world will work.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Bill.
So how does this idea of boundaries fit into the idea that we live in a universe, in and of a universe, which is all one? It seems like a contradiction, but not so fast. If I am embracing what I truly am, what I truly want, what I truly need, what I truly feel, I am embracing the unique expression of source energy that I truly am. I'm actually more in alignment with a universe that is one than if I am losing my boundaries, because I am denying the true expression of myself as an extension of Source. It is as unhealthy to have resistance towards violation that could be imposed on you by the world as it is to have no boundaries and to let the world constantly trespass on your reality. An unhealthy boundary pushes against the world and tells others how they can and can't behave. But we have no control over how they behave and what they do and don't do. We only have control over what we do and don't do. So healthy boundaries, unlike most boundaries we're used to, such as fences or rules, are non-resistant to nature, and thus they are in alignment with oneness. Healthy boundaries are not about controlling what other people can and can't do to you. They are entirely about you personally defining and then following your individual sense of happiness and desires and personal truth.